Hello everyone, this is Chris with StickerFab, and today I am with our 2025 Toyota 4Runner. What I'm going to be doing is installing some taillight film on this vehicle. We are going to black out the turn signal bar and the reverse bar. The turn signal on this vehicle is this and kind of around there, and the reverse are those little lower pieces. On the left side of this vehicle, you can see what it looks like stock, and on the right side of the vehicle, you can see what it looks like with dark smoke. Obviously, it is a lot darker on the right side, kind of gives it more of that aftermarket vibe or that black package type vibe. Let me show you what this looks like in broad daylight with the lights on so you can compare the brightness levels. All right, so there's a quick comparison. It is bright and sunny today. You can see on the left side, the side without the tint, and the right side, the side with the dark smoke tint. And at the bottom there, you have the Diode Dynamics reverse hitch mount lamp. On this side, we don't have any vinyl over this area where the actual turn signal is. This is our other overlay for the taillight, and it goes right there. I do have an install video for that as well on this same YouTube channel, and you can find those on our website if you're interested in purchasing those. All right, so it's only 11:30, but it is 86 degrees out here. I like to do these installations in 70-degree or warmer weather. The vinyl just adheres better to lenses, but you have to make sure that you're not facing the sun. You want this to be in the shade. You don't want the vinyl to stretch as you're installing it. If you do have to stretch it for any reason, you want to be able to control that. And you won't be able to control that if the sun is adding the heat onto it. If you have an external heat source, like a heat gun or a hair dryer, you can control how much you heat the element. But for this installation, this is a pre-cut template on a fairly flat surface. So I don't advise using heat. You probably won't need it. At the end, you can decide if you do and just add small bits of heat to get it to adhere. For some reason, maybe your soapy water mixture was a little bit too soapy and that caused it to not adhere real quick. You can add heat, or you can wait for it to dry out a little bit more and then finish your install. Let me go get a microfiber towel. I will get our StickerFab installation fluid. You guys, if you don't have StickerFab application fluid, you didn't pick that up on our website, you can use a few drops of dish soap mixed with about a cup of water, and that'll help break that initial tack so you can line everything and then just push out the water, let it dry, and your install will be done. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is clean off this area. I'm just gonna use that StickerFab application fluid like I mentioned. Clean all up in there. And that's done. I'm going to grab my template. I'm going to look at it. This right here says left hand and it points to these. So I'm going to grab one of these. My hands are clean. As I peel this off, just so I don't transfer my fingerprints onto the back of the vinyl, I'll spray a little bit, get my fingers wet, get the vinyl wet. I'll spray that area as well. And then we will install this piece right here. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see a little better. Just slide it into the upper position. Run my finger across that top edge. And then just slide it down. So we're pushing out that water and the air at the same time so we don't have any bubbles. I'll get my microfiber back out, kind of push through that area again. In some areas you might tell that it's kind of curling up over the side, so you can kind of get your finger in there with that microfiber and push it down. Because it's so warm, it's going to go exactly where I want it to go. And then we'll do the same thing for this bottom piece. Peel this off. This is our normal dark smoke. There's actually a dark smoke LX, which is a little bit easier to install because it does have air egress channels on the back of it so that some of the bubbles can escape. It also feels less plasticky. It's a little bit, feels more, I guess a little bit more rubbery if you wanted to describe it as such. It's just a premium product. It costs us more. And it's a little bit better, but I'm pretty good at installing this normal vinyl, and this is the most popular choice, just this normal dark smoke. There's this little indentation on all taillights. I believe that might be where they break it out of the mold, or it might have another reason. I looked it up one time, but regardless, that's not the vinyl. There is something in the lens. But there, we're done. Now, you guys will just repeat this on the other side. You'll be good to go. All right, there you go. Super easy install. We've got the turn signal and the reverse lights blacked out on our 2025 Toyota 4Runner. If you guys want to purchase this, please visit my website at stickerfab.com. Also, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already, and hit the bell notification icon for the latest greatest things we're coming out with for the 2025 and up Toyota 4Runner.